water, earth, fire, air. If you didn't recognize that intro, it is notoriously from the 2005 American animated Nickelodeon TV show Avatar: The Last Airbender. I remember loving Avatar growing up, and although it's just a faint memory now, I've recently been rewatching the cartoon with my boyfriend. This was inspired by the new live action show that came out on Netflix earlier this year, which, fun fact, I was actually invited to the premiere of the first episode here in BC, which was really cool. I felt like a celebrity. Anyways, today I thought it would be fun to build and decorate tiny homes inspired by the 4 Avatar elements in The Sims 4, obviously. So for today's builds, I thought it was only appropriate to build each tiny home in a different location instead of building them all on one lot. And I think I want to go in order of the intro. So we're going to start with water. And I feel like the only appropriate place to build our water-inspired tiny home is in Mount Komorebi. I feel like building it on this lot, I don't even want to try to attempt the name. I'm just gonna butcher it. So this lot in Mount Komorebi is perfect because we're kind of like in the middle of a forest. It is a big lot, but I feel like we can make it work. Now I have a couple ideas for how I want this tiny home to look. Before we get started on our build, let me tell you a little bit about waterbending. Waterbending, one of the 4 elemental bending arts, is the hydrokinetic ability to control water in all of its various forms. This type of bending is used by the people of the Water Tribe, who are divided into the Southern, Northern, and the lesser known Foggy Swamp tribes, as well as those of the United Republic, each with their own unique bending style. Water is the element of change. The moon is the source of power in waterbending, and original waterbenders learned to bend by observing how the moon pushed and pulled the tides. Fun fact, water tribes are the only people who did not learn to bend from an animal. Obviously, our build today is going to be heavily inspired by the water tribe homes. I have a couple ideas of how I want to do this build. We could either do a traditional igloo style, or we could build a kind of like teepee cabin style house. Okay, off camera, I threw together just a little something. So obviously, to the blind eye, this just looks like a slightly curved roof. Actually, if we put the walls fully down, you can see that there is a little room inside, which I think this is kind of what we're gonna go for here. I haven't added any decorations to it or anything yet. I just wanted to show you guys like the base shell. I'm taking heavy inspiration from these photos of supposedly the Southern Water Tribe. It's kind of a mix between an igloo and one of these little like tent cabin looking things, and I think that's what we're gonna go for. Just as some decoration, I added these little like, I don't really know what to call them, other roofs to our build here. And I also changed it to a tiny home residential, and it's actually going to be the 2nd tier tiny home, if you were curious. First, let's work on the outside wall of the house. From what I can see from the picture that I'm referencing of these water tribe homes, it's looking like, honestly, something like this. Whoa. Too much though. Something with lines like this though. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get exactly what I'm looking for. I think I might have to use some sort of pillar or something to get exactly what we're looking for. Maybe our best bet is to start off with like a cabin wood texture. I don't know. It almost looks like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like clay or something like that. Actually, maybe we'll just go with this like off-white plaster type feel, and then we can add the detail that we want with pillars. Put it on this little roof up here too. As for the door is just like a big archway, and I haven't decided if I actually want to do an archway or if I would rather do a regular door. I don't know, something like this, or even something like this is kind of cool. Oh, and look, the glass here looks a little frosty. Oh, that's really cool actually. I do want to add some windows to the front here since we literally cannot add windows to the side. I would also love something that kind of looks like it's like built into the door frame if possible. This window here would be really cool to add on the back, maybe. Yeah, back to the front though, maybe using something like this to kind of like just do a fun pattern. Okay, I don't mind how that looks. I would love to use something like this because I'm seeing a lot of fun frieze looking things that I would like to add. I don't love how you can see it on the side here, but maybe I can curve up the roof a little bit more. Perfect. I also would love to add a roof trim. I'm thinking just something like this. I'm gonna use some pillars here. I also think I'm gonna add add this item called the water glyph. I hope I'm saying that correctly, because on the picture that I'm referencing, they have a sort of like water tribe symbol. And I think that this is honestly as close as we can get. I'm actually surprised that we even have something like this in The Sims 4 to begin with. I'm adding this roof item across the top to just add a little something extra to the roof. I do not know why, but no matter what I put here, it will not have snow on it. And I think we're just going to have to live with it because I really do not know how to fix it, if I'm being so honest. I gave us a roof texture even though you can't see it, just for, you know, we know it's there. I think I'm gonna change the wallpaper to make it a little bit more natural looking. Okay, I think for the most part, we're pretty much done the outside. I kind of want to do some like funky terrain manipulation as well as some landscaping before we move on to the inside. This is gonna be a challenge for me, and who knows if I'm even actually gonna do it. But if you have watched Avatar, you might notice that normally the villages are surrounded by these built up walls made of snow. So I kind of want to replicate that. I'm gonna try. It might not be good, but I'm gonna try. Oh boy, I'm already struggling. Is it pretty? Maybe not. Can I fix it maybe with some landscaping? I feel like I could. If I just place like a whole bunch of like pine trees on the inside and the outside, no one's gonna notice that it's lumpy. Okay, trees can fix everything, guys. I do want to add this little like fun archway, and I think I want to build up the snow around it. I'm gonna add a couple more things to the outside, like this little well, maybe some lanterns, maybe even a little like campfire out here could be cool as well. I feel like I need to add some trees on the inside as well. Just to finish off outside, I added a little hot spring, even though I don't think it would actually, you know, function, but it would function in The Sims, so that works for me. Obviously, we have our little fireplace, a little telescope, a well, somewhere to wash your clothes, and I added a little solar panel just to make it a little bit more modern. But I think that is the outside of our Water Tribe house all complete. Finally, we can move on to the inside, which is gonna be kind of hard to build. We're gonna have to build it like up real close. My inspiration for the inside is this screen grab from Pinterest, the inside of a southern water tribe house. I'm seeing lots of blue. I'm seeing the same kind of color from the outside, lots of lanterns, lots of blue, obviously, and lots of wood. Let's get to work, shall we? Like I said, we're gonna have to build up real close. I like the idea of this because it brings in that like the lines from the inside and this kind of like built feel to it. As for the floor, I'm thinking of doing a wood. Nothing is matching the walls that we have down, so I think I'm gonna have to change the walls. There we go. Perfect. And for these walls here, I actually think I'm just gonna do a solid wall. Obviously, this is gonna be like one room. I don't know what we're gonna do about a bathroom. Maybe we can make like a little outhouse or something. Actually, I guess we could make a tiny room like right here and make like a 1x1 bathroom or something. Gonna add this little door on the inside wall. We do need some lights in here, I'm now realizing. I would love some like lantern type lights. I think I'm gonna use these ones from the 4 rent pack and just this little fishy light inside the bathroom here. Gonna do a little concrete floor. We basically just need a toilet and a shower. We can add a sink outside wherever our kitchen is going to be, so I'm not really worried about a sink. I think I want to do this little like squat toilet in here, and obviously we need the wall shower from Snowy Escape, and this should be totally functional. Back to in here, let's get a little bed of some sort. I was thinking this one here. It has those accents of blue that I was talking about before. And overall, I feel like it kind of just gives the vibe that we're looking for. I'm going to add these little chests as bedside tables. Let's go back to the bedroom in a second. I would love to put a kitchen in this front corner here. I don't really know what I want that to look like though. Let's do this little oven with some counters beside it, just so we have like somewhere to cook, a little standalone sink, and a little fridge of some sort, like so. We do need a table, so they have somewhere to eat, maybe over in the middle or in this corner or something. I like this, how it looks like it's like nailed to the ground. Some little like DIY chairs, and I think with a bit of off-camera cluttering, here is our Water Tribe house all complete. I think it turned out so stinking cute. I love how small and cozy it is, but it really does have everything your Sims need. And no, I didn't forget about the bathroom. Here it is. Overall, I'm super happy with it, and I feel pretty pretty good about moving on to our next tiny home. So we're just on another lot in Mount Komorebi because for some reason the Sims won't let me load into any other worlds right now. So this is what we're working with, but I feel like it kind of gives like Earth Kingdom vibes. Oh, by the way, we're doing Earth. Should have mentioned that. Here is my inspiration for our build. However, before we continue, let me tell you a little bit about earthbending. Earthbending is a geokinetic ability to manipulate earth and rock in all their various forms, prevalent in the Earth Kingdom and the United Republic. Earth is the element of substance. While the people of the Earth Kingdom are diverse, strong, and enduring, following the lion turtle's decision to relinquish their role as protectors of mankind. Oma and Shu were the first earthbenders to learn this art from the badger moles. I don't know how exactly we're gonna attempt to do this. I think we probably have a couple good things from the new pack that'll probably help us out. But without further ado, let's just get started. Oh my god, I have to keep closing and opening this window because of the freaking truck. Let's just start with a fancy square. More of a rectangle, honestly. I really love the idea of the house in the center and then that fence that goes all around it, which I am gonna add here with a little half wall. The roof situation is gonna be interesting. I don't think I've ever done a roof like this. I'm gonna start with a regular gabled roof and just pull it to the length of the build, flatten it, and I'm gonna curve it in just a little bit. It does also look like in the front there's like this little lip because there's like this big circular entrance. I don't know how well I'm gonna be able to execute that, but I'm gonna try my best. Okay, it's similar. We're not gonna be able to get quite what the image shows because the design is far too intricate for The Sims 4 and honestly far too intricate for me. Gonna add some columns. I did add this little archway. Don't really know how I feel about it yet. I feel like it's kind of cool. I'm just trying to replicate it as close as possible with what we have in The Sims 4. Let's do a roof color. I'm gonna do a little orange color and I'm gonna use this little yellow roof trim as well. I actually really like that. That's cute. They have a pretty fancy front door, so I'm gonna try to find one similar. I'm just gonna use this dark brown one for now. And I'm gonna use these windows here for now. Not entirely sure what the house is made out of. It looks like just like a white stucco, honestly. I'm just gonna go with this white concrete. The bottom half looks like it's made of a brick, so I am going to follow suit. Maybe if I add the stairs, it'll bring it together. Okay, cute. I like how this is looking. I think I'm gonna add some landscaping here. It looks like they have very like neat and almost circular landscaping. I'm gonna create some little like faux planter boxes with this little fence for window shopping tool. Cute. I'm also just adding these rocks here as like a little separation between this little pathway I made. Also just because rocks are a big part of the Earth Kingdom and earthbenders in general, so I feel like it would make sense to have lots of rocks around. I'm gonna add this to the outside of our earthbender house because this is the builder glyph, which to me is close enough to earth and they do build, so I feel like it makes sense. Gonna add some more windows to the outside. I will probably move them around later, so I'm not really worried about placement necessarily. I don't even know if this is a tiny home at this point. Oh, it is 90 tiles of 100. Okay, perfect. I'm just that good. And then I think a nice final touch would be a little green rug. Actually, maybe not yet. Maybe a couple like planter boxes here and there, a couple of hanging plants. And I'm gonna add this little thing to the roof just because I really love how this turned out. I was actually very intimidated before we started, but I'm pleasantly surprised. I would love to add a tree or two maybe, and then I think I'm gonna be done. And I think that is our outside of our earthbender house all complete. Let's move on to the inside. Here are some pictures of the inside of a Earth Kingdom home. I'm seeing lots of beiges, lots of browns, and lots of greens. I think I feel comfortable getting started. Do I want to add rooms is the question. I mean, it is a much larger house than the last one, so I feel like the answer is yes. I think I figured out a tiny floor plan. I was thinking one bedroom, bathroom, another bedroom. First and foremost, we definitely need some lights in here so that we can see what we're doing. I feel like this light, although it's a little modern, is very Earth Kingdom to me. I can't really explain to you how it is. It just is. The wallpapers are kind of similar to the ones that we did in the Ice Kingdom as they have all those lines through it. So I think I'm gonna try to do something similar. I mean, honestly, we could probably just use this one from Snowy Escape. And for the floors, I'm just gonna do a sleek dark brown wood. I think I want to change it up just a little bit just to make make it a bit colder. Okay, that's better. Maybe let's start with an oven, then I can go from there. I think I'm gonna go for a little bit more modern and go for this like gray vibe almost. I like this. It's a little bit more modern than we went with the Water Tribe, but I mean, I think the Earth Kingdom is a little bit more modern than the Water Tribe. So put a little range hood there. Perfect. And we should probably get a fridge while we're at it, honestly. Perfect. I really like how this looks. I would love to get a little green rug in here if we could. Okay, I'm gonna leave the kitchen for now. Let's add some doors to our rooms here. Little door here, little door here. In the middle here, we could put a small dining room or dining table. I would like one that looks like it's like made out of stone. Oh my gosh, I didn't see this earlier. I wish I did. I would have put it in the other one too, but this is perfect. That is our perfect little dining room right there, or dining space. Sorry, I keep calling it a dining room. And then over here, I want to put a little living room. Although this is kind of weird, why do I feel like it's perfect for in here? I've literally, like, I have never ever used this couch, but today I feel like is the day. A little chest and a little green rug with a little off-camera cluttering of this little living room area. It is all complete. Let's quickly throw together our other 3 rooms. I think I'm gonna keep the wallpaper the same throughout the house just to make it easy. Let's do some little lanterns in each bedroom, and in the bathroom we'll do the same light as the hallway. I'm actually just gonna size it down, I think. And I'm going to keep the floors the same in each bedroom. But in the bathroom, I think I'm going to do a stone. I think I'm going to use the squatty potty again. Since this bathroom is so large, I feel like it's only fitting to do a shower tub combo. Maybe just a tub, because none of the shower tub combos really match the aesthetic. I like this one here. And I'm going to throw this little sink here as well. I'm not going to do a mirror, but I think that's everything that the bathroom needs. For the bedrooms, I'm thinking 1 adult room and 1 kid room. Oh boy, are these bedrooms tiny. I do not know. I think your Sims can walk around in there. It's just very, 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 very small. I think I'm going to extend this room here so that I can fit it, and then I will just elongate the roof on the back here, honestly. This works. I would like to fit a dresser at least. I don't know if that's possible. Maybe just like a skinny tiny one. Let's hope the Sims can walk around that. And I'm going to add the little fuzzy green rug. Let's move on to the last bedroom, which is the quote unquote kids bedroom. Just other bedroom honestly works though. I'm just going to do the same bed, but smaller. I could definitely fit a dresser in here, which is awesome. And probably even a little mirror. Cute. Little green rug. And I think that's going to be it for our little Earth Kingdom house. I think it's cute. I really, really, really do love the outside. I'm actually so proud of myself, like I said before. But yeah, that means we only got 2 more tiny homes left to go. Surprise, surprise, we were on another lot in Mount Komorebi because I really want to build in Tomarang, but the game will not allow me to open it. I don't know why, but we're gonna bulldoze this lot and we are going to build our Fire Nation house on this lot. Let me tell you a little bit about firebending. Firebending, once again, is one of the 4 elemental bending arts. It is a pyrokinetic ability to control and produce fire. It is unique among the bending arts as it is the only one in which the performer can generate the element. The first human firebenders lived in a city atop a lion turtle during the era of Ryeua, and the art later spread to the Sun Warriors, the Fire Nation, and the United Republic of Nations. The Earth Kingdom also has a small firebending minority. My inspiration for the firebending build are these beautiful buildings, similar to the Earth Kingdom, but just with some more darker colors I'm seeing. I also like this picture. I'm definitely going to take inspiration from this, even though it is like a real life model of like some type of like little fort that someone made, but I think it's good inspiration. Now, I kind of want to build everything up on a platform. This is going to wreck the fact that it's a tiny home, but I think for aesthetic purposes, it will look really nice. We're going to make it kind of like courtyard vibe, I think, starting with a little fancy box. A lot of the homes are multi-leveled, so I do think I'm gonna follow suit. I am gonna still try to make them as small as possible though. I think I finally figured out our platform. I know this lot is like ridiculously large. If we could just ignore that, that would be wonderful. I'm gonna add this little stone fence all around. And now I think I want to try to work on the roof. So this roofing situation is gonna be similar to the Earth Kingdom, but a little bit more fancy, I think. 2 gabled roofs, turn in a little little bit. I would also like to add a little roof over top here. Okay, cute. I like how this looks so far. I'm gonna do the roofs a bright red. So cute. And I'm gonna do another yellow trim. I'm gonna add a flag just because I see this and I know I'm gonna forget it if I don't put it down now, but tell me that isn't Fire Nation coded. Fire Nation coded is a crazy sentence. I don't know what these are, but I am adding them to the roofs here because I think that they are a nice touch. And we do have this fire glyph as well that I'm definitely going to add to the front of the house here. I added individually one of these little guys across the roof, and I think it really makes it come together. But you know, we should probably work on like the outside like wallpaper. What I'm seeing from the inspo pictures is not much different than the other houses that we've done. So we got to do some type of stucco. Should probably figure out something to put over here as well. It kind of just looks like this. As for the stairs, we should probably change those. I think I'm just going to do some gray stairs because I think I just want to do this whole part here a concrete. Let's get some little black windows. Also going to add some pillars all around the build. Okay, I think that is the outside decorating all complete. Now we just need to add a couple of like, oh, I'm actually incorrect. I forgot a front door because of course I did. How did I forget a front door? Front door. Now that I've added the front door, I think to finish off the outside, I'm just going to decorate it up with a little bit of landscaping and then I will be right back. Off camera, I finished off the outside and I am absolutely obsessed with how this looks. Once again, I feel like I kind of outdid myself. I've never built anything like these houses today and I am actually having a blast, honestly. Hello, it's a couple hours later. I needed a break, but we're back. Let's decorate the inside of our Fire Nation house. Not a tiny home, because this one's not very tiny. This one is actually quite large. Sorry, I don't know why I said that like that. It is quite large though. Let's get some inspo, shall we? So what I'm seeing from these inspo pictures is it's very red. It's very dark and it's very red. It's giving imperial, like that furniture set from Animal Crossing. If you know, you know. I think I feel pretty good about this. Let's get started. I'm going to use the same flooring throughout pretty much the whole house, which is just this like dark brown, almost black wood flooring. I'm glad we don't have too many windows because I do kind of want to keep it a little dark and dingy. I've never really used red as like a main color in a build, but I'm kind of excited to like branch out and do something new. Obviously we need some brown stairs. I'm honestly not going to put much in this front room. I think I just want to put like a little red carpet maybe. Oh, I'm going to put a little dresser and I think I'm just going to call it there. Let's move on to the kitchen and the living room. Once again, I'm going to carry this red into the living room slash kitchen slash dining room slash all the rooms, I guess. And I think that having just this one light is very on brand. It's going to keep it dark and dingy in here, which is the goal. Let's quickly throw us together a kitchen. I think I just want to go with a black. I feel like that's going to be our best bet probably. Since this is such a large space, I feel like it would be a good idea to do a little countertop and we can put the oven in the middle here. Gonna add some stools to our little dining area. And I'm actually just gonna throw the lanterns over the kitchen here. Before we do some decorating, let's quickly throw us together our little living room. I would like a red couch. Honestly, I feel like this one is kind of a vibe. Let's use it. Ooh, should we use the new TV? I feel like we should. Finish off this area with a large red rug and some extra decorating, of course. With a teeny tiny bit of off-camera cluttering, here is our Fire Nation kitchen slash living room. I think it looks super cool, dark, dingy, spooky, all of the adjectives. Let's quickly throw us together a little red bathroom. I think I'm gonna go a little bit more modern than I have been, but not too crazy. Just, you know, maybe not a squatty toilet. And that's the bathroom. No, I'm not going to put a light in there because I don't want to. Moving on to the upstairs. I feel like it's only right to continue using the red and to continue using the floors. I'm going to put them in every room too. I'm going to add a little railing here. We don't want any of our Sims falling down the stairs now, do we? And now what to put in this little hallway area? Maybe a little chair with like a painting next to it or something. I love this little tapestry. I'm going to keep using it. Maybe a plant can go in this corner corner over here. I feel like we should have a big painting go there. Do we have, I know we haven't used any gallery art, but maybe we can find something. Ooh, I wish I had seen this earlier, but how perfect. We could put a gigantic picture of Avatar Roku. Quickly, we should throw together another bathroom. I think I'm literally just gonna copy and paste, honestly. Perfect. Now moving on to the bedroom. Let's make this a kid's bedroom. We do probably need a light in here of some sort. I'll do the lanterns in every room because I just love them so much. Let's do a fun wallpaper since this one's supposed to be a kid's room. Ooh, I feel like 2 of these beds would go very nicely in here. And that is the kids' room all done, I believe. Moving on to our last and final room of our Fire Nation house, and that is the master. I think I'm gonna do just a solid color, but I think I'm gonna do a dark red, as if we weren't already doing that. But you know, just darker. Ooh, that bed is perfect. We've got to do some bedside tables. I'm really obsessed with putting a trunk at the end of the bed. I don't know why. It's my new thing, but I just think they look so stinking cute. Over here, we should have a dresser. This one could be cool, but I think I would prefer it in black. We can put a little mirror in the corner here, and we need a big rug. This one is perfect. And that is our Fire Nation bedroom all complete, or I guess master bedroom, which means that our Fire Nation house is all complete. I think that this house is so stinking cute, and we only got one more left. We are finally building in a different world because The Sims 4 has finally allowed me to change worlds rather than just building in Mount Komorebi, but we are here in Oasis Springs on the Yuma Heights lot. I like this lot because it has this like view of the mountains in the back, and that's kind of the vibe we're going for with our next element, which is air. Let me tell you a little bit about airbending. Airbending is an aerokinetic ability to control and manipulate air. Peaceful air nomads utilize this type of bending in their everyday lives. Air is the element of freedom. The air nomads detach themselves from worldly problems and concerns. Finding peace and freedom was the key to solving their difficulties in life. Airbenders continually sought spiritual enlightenment, and as a result, all children born to the air nomads were benders. The first airbenders learned their art from the flying bison. Now, this one's a little bit tricky because if you've watched Avatar, you know that they don't really have air houses. It's an air temple. It's like this big mountain and it has all these tiny little houses on it. So I think I kind of want to build some sort of tower type thing. One thing I was really intrigued by was this build by Sadie Sim on YouTube, which, by the way, this is criminally underviewed. Please go check this out. This build is absolutely gorgeous, but I'm definitely going to be taking some heavy inspiration from this. So shout out to Sadie Sim. Let's get started. Now, I don't know if I want to play with terrain again. I don't think that's really my journey today, but I think first and foremost, this one's gonna be a tiny home. Okay, so this is what I've come up with. Don't even ask me how long it took me to get the roof this shape. I had to put 2 half gabled and curve them in, and take a regular gabled roof and put it on top of that, and then put another gabled roof in the middle here to fill up the space. And this is also 2 roofs. Some things I just can't do on camera. Some things I have to do in like absolute silence. So I hope you guys can understand. But this is what I've got shell-wise. You know, maybe once we add a couple more things, it'll come together. First and foremost, I want to add some stairs. I kind of want the illusion that it's like high. I think even doing this might be cool. And then I think I'm going to add some like rocks around it by sizing these up. I can make it look like it's on a mountain without using the terrain tool because I don't want to use the terrain tool. Once again, the outside of the build is just kind of like a white stucco, so I think I'm gonna try and follow suit. I think this is coming together. The roof color I'm seeing is this like blue color, which I'm super excited to use because look how stinking cute that looks. I'm also gonna use this tan. Cute. I think I want to go for either some brown or blue windows. I kind of want to use these windows from the For Rent pack. They're kind of small though. I actually like these windows a lot. I feel like they're nice and open, which I feel like is kind of the vibes of the Air Temple. And obviously we got to get some windows all around our little tower section here. I don't know if the tower part is actually going to like incorporate into the build at all. I would like to say no, because that sounds like a lot of work that I don't want to do, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. For the door, Oh, that's fun though. Do we do another open build like we did with the water tribe? I think that's kind of fun. I really want to do a balcony. I want to put one on either side, I think. I like how this is looking. This one's definitely the funkiest, but you know, I feel like if you just have an open mind, you can stick with us and you might like it. I feel like some trees might be in order. I'm just gonna add them randomly and then maybe it'll come together. For this air temple build, I'm gonna add the arrowhead glyph because, you know, all the monks have the arrow on their heads, so I feel like it's fitting. I don't think that's a stretch. I feel like that's like spot on. I'm also noticing that there's a lot of like plants growing out and around of like the roof and the sides of the building in the air temple. So I want to try to replicate that. I don't know how well I'm gonna be able to, but I'm gonna try my best. I feel like I've added all that I can to the outside of our air temple adjacent. I don't know what to call it. I feel like it looks kind of cool. I wouldn't say that it's the most accurate out of all of the tiny homes that we've built today, but I think I did a pretty good job. Let's move on to the inside. I have not a clue how I'm gonna do this. I'm not seeing too many pictures of the actual inside of the air temples. Seeing like wooden. I think we're kind of just gonna have to ad-lib it, but just, you know, take inspiration from the colors and the aesthetic that we already know. I think I'm just gonna make the inside also be stucco to make it easy. And I feel like I want the floors to be stone. Maybe this like marble looking stone. It's kind of cool. Ooh, actually something like this is kind of cool. I don't think I'm gonna have the tower be anything just because I really just do not feel like doing the whole thing. So let's just put a bed in this area. I'm thinking I want to do a blue or like an orange. I feel like this bed is giving Airbender. I don't know why. We should put some sort of kitchen in a corner, whatever corner that might be. I feel like something like this could be cool up here. We don't need like too many like meat preparing items because the air nomads don't eat meat, but I mean they might grill some fruit or something. We need some sort of countertop, maybe something like this just in the corner here. I feel like this floating sink is very fitting. We also need a fridge. I'm thinking maybe a mini fridge. This one has skincare in it, but we'll just pretend it does not. Oh, actually we do have this one. That's perfect. Okay, that's our little kitchen area. As for a bathroom, I don't really know where to put it. Maybe we take away one of the windows and we can add a little bathroom area. I'm gonna add this door, but then I'm gonna add a curtain in front of it so that you still have some privacy in the bathroom. You definitely need some lights in here though. It is a bit dim. I like these little hanging lights. I think I'm gonna add those here. And in the bathroom, I feel like it'd be funny to add the cloud light. Now, all the air nomad, I want to say nomads so bad. I'm an Australian. That's how the Australians say nomad. Even the air nomads need to shower and go pee. I'm also going to give them a squat pot. Squat pot, squat potty. It has many variations apparently. Let's add a little dining area. I think I want to add that little like dining room table that we used earlier in the Earth Kingdom. Yes, this one. It is so perfect. Absolutely love it. Yeah, let's do the smaller one. We don't need that much space. Add a little rug. For some reason I have the inclination to add like painting stuff. I don't know why. I just feel the need to. And with some off-camera cluttering, did get a little carried away with the off-camera cluttering. Sometimes I just forget to talk. But this is our Airbender house all complete. I really love how it turned out. It's super simple on the inside, but it's so stinking cute. And with our air temple being done, that means that we are completely finished all of our avatar tiny homes, or just homes, because a lot of them were not tiny. Let's tour. If you liked any of the builds that you saw here today, you can find them all on the gallery under these hashtags, or my gallery ID is just Ryeua Sim. Thank you so much for staying all the way till the end of the video. This video took me about 6 hours to film. As I am finishing off this video, it is 12 a.m. and I started filming around 4-ish. I took breaks in between, don't worry. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and do all that fun YouTube stuff, as it really helps out my channel. Make sure to check out the description for things like my Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, all the social medias that I post on almost every single day. And with all that being said, I will see you guys next time. Bye. Thank you so much to my members, Denise Ballard, Dave Scotland, and Busra Sifsi. If you want a shout out at the end of every video and want to see videos up to a day early, join the channel and become one of my besties today. Thank you so much again to my members. You guys are dope and swag and dope and swag.